Hey guys, it's Pastor Andy. Today is March the 18th, and we're going to be looking together in Psalm chapter 45. Psalm chapter 45 is an awesome psalm that really looks forward. When you read this psalm, it looks like a marriage psalm, and it makes you think of the marriage, one of the marriages of King David, or maybe the marriage of Solomon. But as you go through here, you're going to read some things that's going to make it very clear that this marriage is with the bride of Christ and with the bridegroom, Jesus himself. And as you go through and you read, it talks about how this bridegroom is preparing and how his throne is forever settled and how he's making a place for us. And when I read this chapter just a few minutes ago this morning, I couldn't help but think how awesome it's going to be one day when we get to see Jesus Christ face to face. With all the things that we're going through right now in this world, with this coronavirus going nuts and people being so scared of it and going through all these precautions, and rightfully so, we should be taking precautions. God gave us a brain and we need to use it. So with all of that and with all of the fear that people have and the uncertainty about jobs and financial positions and security with kids and how am I going to get my kids' education now that Kansas has closed the schools, and what are we going to do? Now we've got to watch our kids. We have no place to take them and nobody to watch them. And are we going to be able to find food? Are we going to be able to find toilet paper? I mean, all of these things, all of these thoughts and the worry and the anxiety and the stress that can come from it. To read this chapter this morning encouraged me so much to think, one day, this is just going to be a blip in the rearview mirror for us. You know, when I think about the rearview mirror, it's so small, and the windshield in front of us is so large. We shouldn't be looking back, we should be looking forward. But one day, this is just going to be a small little blip in our past, and we're going to laugh about it, and we're going to think about it, and it may bring some tears to some eyes because of difficulties that were experienced and those that we love that were sick or ill or that maybe even we lost during this time. But when we stand before Jesus, this is going to mean nothing in our past. He's still preparing a place for us. He's still our bridegroom. He still loves us. He still cares about us. He's there for us. He's promised that he'd never leave us and he'd never forsake us. He's promised to walk through this with us. We have a heavenly Father who cares. He's interested in our life. He knows what's going on. He's not absent. He's not forgotten about us. He hasn't turned his back on us. He hasn't forsaken us. He's watching and he's proving and he's testing and he's there. Don't get discouraged. Read this psalm today. Encourage yourself that one day we are going to be with Jesus for eternity in heaven. Things are going to be so awesome. I wish the Bible told us more about what it's going to be like, but the Bible didn't. It kind of left us wondering about some things. And I think that's because if we knew all the details, we would want to get there so fast we'd be crazy, doing crazy things to try to get there. But we have a Heavenly Father who cares, a Heavenly Father who loves us, a Heavenly Father who is preparing a place for us so that we can spend eternity with him one day. That should encourage all of us, especially in uncertain times, that we do have a certain future and a certain Father who is interested, who cares, and who loves us. I hope you'll get in and read this chapter today, get in God's Word, and I have another announcement that's coming in just a little while for you. You're going to want to stay tuned. We're going to have a great day together. God bless you. I love you, and I'll talk to you in a few minutes.